intact. The Germans turn Italy into an occupied country, slaves of Hitler and his Nazis. From France, Italy, their high command has calculated correctly. 185 miles northeast of Sicily, on the Italian coast. The attack comes, and the Germans are waiting. The 9th, 1943, exactly 4 years after the British 10th Corps hit the Italian mainland, knocked the first hole into the fortress of Europe, this port in southern Europe. That is what the Allies are after. The Gulf. The invasion shore. Everything it has against Allies south of Naples. It hovers in the balance. Through the airways, thrown into the sea. But the flow of Allied men and supplies continues, in the face of a new, fearsome weapon used by the Germans for the first time. Destroyers' smoke screens. Survival on the beachhead rests on survival of the ships that support it. Sicily and at Salerno, the landing ships' tanks, the LSTs, are formally christened in action, in fire. They are destined to become an integral part of all future amphibious operations. The Germans launched their crucial counterattack, delivered with all the skill and fury that have made Hitler's legions the terror of Europe. The Allies are almost split in two, almost driven off the beaches. Almost. October the 1st, 1943. Naples. The Germans have failed. The Germans fall back to a city reeling from air raids, ravaged by typhus, ricketed from hunger. But for the Neapolitans, defeat means peace. For the troops, Naples is only a way station on the weary march to Rome. Vedi Napoli e cui muori. See Naples and die. It is an old saying, but war has given it a new and bitter meaning. Thousands have died for the harbor of Naples, and the Germans have systematically, ruthlessly, thoroughly ruined it, sinking every ship, blocking every channel. But such as it is, the Allies have it. Performed by Allied engineers in the Bay of Naples. Within a fortnight, the harbor is operating. Within a month, 50 hulks are raised and the port is clear. Clear to receive the avalanche of supplies needed to sustain and broaden the Italian campaign. Naples is the reward for the ordeal of Salerno. Pile up. But inland, at Cassino, the Germans stand entrenched, immovable, and the campaign becomes a bloody. The Allies counter with a sweeping flank attack by sea. From Naples and Salerno, a convoy sails 120 miles up the coast to Anzio, only 30 miles south of Rome itself. The Americans call it an end run. The British call it a cat claw. 50,000 troops are put ashore behind the flabbergasted Germans. January 22nd, 1944. The initial landings are unopposed, but Allied success is checked by Allied error. Instead of swift exploitation and immediate breakout, the invaders dig in, giving the Germans time to rally their defenses, time to isolate, imprison the beachhead in a perimeter of steel. The hell of Salerno pales before Anzio's inferno. From captured bases at Foggia, Allied airmen fly to the rescue of their frantic comrades at sea and on land. Sailors and soldiers whose blood holds Anzio. And from the Balkans, the Germans bring in more planes to slaughter the precarious invaders. Anzio, intended as a swift, decisive stroke to open the road to Rome. Anzio, in reality, 123 days of incessant carnage. A long-drawn nightmare. It was January when the Allies landed at Anzio. It is May when the Germans collapse. 3 crack Nazi divisions have been destroyed. 30,000 young men are lost to Hitler. In from the coast and up from the south, the Allied armies stream together, forming a swelling, flowing tide whose billows are lashed by victory. The march begins. The march to Rome. Destruction is the benediction of fascism, of dictatorship. In Italy, Hitler has been compelled to squander and disperse his forces, weakening his Russian front, sapping the strength needed to oppose impending Allied landings in France. The price paid by the Allies on the Italian front today will be refunded in France and Russia tomorrow, which pass into history. To turn and fight again. But Rome is free. Free again. The city of all time and of all the world. And all the world, it seems, comes marching into Rome on this 4th day of June in the year 1944. The Americans come and the British come. So do the Canadians and Greeks, the Indians and Irish, the South Africans and French, the Moroccans, the Poles, Brazilians, Dutch, and the Italians too. An army speaking 40 different languages, all with the same meaning. Roman Renaissance. The rebirth of a city, the rebirth of a nation, the rebirth of freedom for the humble, the oppressed.